Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. I'm Courtney Johns. Emily Flores has the day off. We're learning more about a helicopter crash in the LaSalle Mountains. Amazingly, the wildlife experts on board weren't injured and now they're home safe. ABC4's Kayla Baggerly spoke with DPS who flew this mission to save them.
We spoke with the pilot who used this very helicopter in that rescue mission. He says that they found the crashed helicopter on a steep slope, and they were lucky they had not slid any more, or the situation might have been a lot different. Here you're seeing footage of that rescue. Luke Bowman, the pilot in the mission, said it had unique challenges, with winds coming around the bowl and being at 11,600 feet. He says the helicopter was close to a cliff and on a steep slope. With fresh snow, they made sure to take extra precautions. This all started when a helicopter being used by a company contracted by the Utah Division of Wildlife Resources went down just after 11 a.m. yesterday in the LaSalle Mountains. They were working to track mountain goats and put on collars. The 3 crew members that were rescued only had minor injuries. The helicopter is deemed a total loss. Bowman says it looked like the helicopter slid about 20 feet and they were fortunate it stopped there.
On one side, just real sheer cliffs for another 1,000 feet or so, and then maybe a 60 to 70 degree slope of just snow with a big long run out to a big open bowl for a couple hundred feet. So they could have very easily slid or rolled down that and, you know, obviously been in a lot worse shape than they were.
Right now, it's still unclear what made the helicopter go down. The NTSB is investigating the cause. In Salt Lake City, Kayla Baggerly, ABC4 News.
All right, thank you, Kayla. And we are hearing from the family of a man who died in a snowmobiling accident this week in Wasatch County. 51-year-old Bruce Cook of Highland was snowmobiling with his family and friends on Tuesday when he hit a boulder hidden under the snow. His family says he died doing what he loved to do with the people he loved. Bruce's son tells us everyone who met his dad wanted to be his friend.
He knew so many people throughout my life. We'd be in the most random places and he would know, you know, just in the weirdest places he would know somebody and people loved him and he always made time for them. And that's what, you know, was so special.
He says his dad was a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and used to be a bishop. Bruce leaves behind 5 kids, 4 grandchildren, and his wife of 30 years. Utah's governor and lieutenant governor are sharing their budget plans for the 2024 fiscal year. Some of the highlights include $1 billion in tax cuts, $500 million for water-saving plans, and $200 million to give raises to all of Utah's teachers. A small area of focus for the budget is housing, with a comparatively smaller $150 million in funding. The governor says he wants to see new approaches to make building new housing cheaper.
That's one of the reasons we're showcasing Daybreak today.
It's important to note this budget is only a proposal. The legislature still needs to approve all of this funding before the upcoming session. People and businesses in downtown Salt Lake City are helping survivors of the deadly apartment fire get back on their feet. That fire happened in May at the Silverado Apartments. 2 people died and several people had to evacuate. After they left their homes, they say people broke into their rooms and stole their valuables. After all of this, GT Esplin says he cannot believe how many strangers are stepping in to help.
I mean, I can't believe that people who weren't affected by this personally would go out of their way and help us. And so that just means a lot, even more than the money. It's just like the fact that people care.
So if you want to help people like GT, there is an art fundraiser tomorrow afternoon at the 6 Sailor Cider Bar. You can purchase art and experience new drinks, with profits going towards the Silverado Apartments Relief Fund. All right, checking back in with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy. And Alana, I hear changes are on the way.
Yes, but not before a little bit of a break. We're starting with that live look at Logan Canyon. They saw a quick hitter of a system that really just moved through, let some light snow up there. Really pretty shot up there in Cache Valley, where temperatures are chilly, 31 degrees. We've got 30s along the Wasatch Front, 51 in St. George at this hour. As we take a look at the satellite radar, it shows that exiting system tracking over to the east. Just a few lingering snow showers still holding on. But then behind that, we get some quiet conditions. High pressure wanting to set up, but doesn't get to stay around. There is where we are dealing with those snow showers backside of the Wasatch towards Morgan, Ogden, and Summit County. So that's going to be exiting pretty quickly, really light, no accumulation, and then drying and clearing as we head into the overnight. But we don't last for long when it comes to a quiet pattern. Nope, we've got a winter storm watch that has been posted for the southern mountains. I'll explain why and how it impacts your weekend coming up in my full forecast. Courtney, back to you.
All right, thank you, Alana. And in politics, we are following a bombshell announcement from Arizona Senator Kyrsten Sinema, now leaving the Democratic Party and registering as an independent. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest.
Arizona Senator Kyrsten Sinema speaking out Friday shortly after her bombshell announcement that she's leaving the Democratic Party.
Today's announcement is a reflection of my values, and I think the values of most Arizonans who are tired of a political system that pulls people to the edges and really doesn't reflect who we are as a people.
Sinema registering as an independent, saying she's rejecting party politics and a broken partisan system in Washington, but will keep her committees and voting record.
I really just stay focused on the work that's ahead of us. I think Arizonans can expect me to keep doing the work I've always been doing.
She's been a major swing vote for Democrats, a key holdout for President Biden's domestic agenda. Sinema saying nothing about her values or beliefs will change. Sinema's decision won't change the balance of power either, but it will give Democrats less breathing room. Sinema saying she won't caucus with the Republicans, but has declined to explicitly say she will do so with Democrats.
We do not see a change in our Democratic majority as it relates to the Senate, so we are very confident.
Some Democrats slamming the decision, including Democratic Representative Ruben Gallego, who represents Arizona's 7th District, saying Sinema is putting her own interests ahead of getting things done for Arizonans. It's unclear if Sinema will seek re-election in 2024, but some are speculating Gallego may run to try and replace her. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Thanks, Rena. Still ahead, hitting the slopes as quickly as possible. How Solitude is planning to help Utahns enjoy the greatest snow on Earth while cutting down on the hassle of getting there.